What in the world is happening to Real Madrid? Because they have just gotten eliminated in the round of 16 in the Copa del Rey to Albacete. And I repeat, Albacete of all teams. Guys, they're 17th, I believe, in the second division. Just a couple days ago, Barcelona beat them in a final, right? Xabi Alonso got sacked. Arbeloa comes in, and in Arbeloa's first game ever as Real Madrid manager, he loses in the Copa del Rey, eliminated once again to Albacete, who had, I think, one or two Real Madrid rejects. This is mad. Guys, I'm not joking. Have Real Madrid, let me know in the comments down below, have Real Madrid hit rock bottom? And I'm going to say this right now, right here, right? I think Real Madrid, this is the worst they've been since like 2019, right? When Vinicius first came. And by the way, bro, what has happened to Vinicius? Vinicius Jr., who was a guy that I'm not going to lie to, even as a Barca fan, I always thought he was a baller, right? I always thought he gave us some problems. Vinicius, what has happened to him, bro? No Mbappé, no Rodrigo, no excuses, no Xabi Alonso. I mean, I don't even think Bellingham played today, and Vinicius still was a shell of himself. Legitimately, the guy, I don't know, is he washed by 25? Wow, guys, listen, we are actually on the finest Real Madrid pack. I'm not joking. This is pure grass. You know what I'm saying, bro? Chat, smash up the like, subscribe, get down below in the comments. Agree, disagree. Let me know your take on this game. Real Madrid, once again, have been eliminated in the Copa del Rey. And I'm going to be so real. Who's going to stop Barcelona? Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but seriously, Spanish football is on the floor. If Barcelona do not fumble the bag, if Barcelona do not pull off a Real Madrid, we should at least be in a final, a semi-final at worst in this competition. But guys, let's talk about the game that we just saw. Obviously, the last-minute winner. What a goal that was by I think the striker of Albacete. The guy had to caress it, and bro, I couldn't believe it because just moments before, Gonzalo Garcia scored a header, and I was so mad, bro. All the things that I couldn't say. Real Madrid escaped. It's going to extra time, but no, that goal, it went in. Albacete at the dying moments. The crowd went crazy. And guys, this is why we have the Copa del Rey, because we see these minnows against a Barcelona, against a Real Madrid. And Albacete today, I'm not going to lie, they had all this smoke in the stadium, guys. I don't know if you guys saw it also, but on my end, the screen that I was watching, there was, I don't know what it was, bro. All this smoke coming out of nowhere, especially in that first half. And at the end, the player scores, and I think he takes off his shirt. And bro, I wish I was there. That's how lit the stadium was. That stadium was lit. It erupted, bro. What a game of football that we just watched. I'm not going to lie to y'all. That did not feel real. The goal at the very end, Real Madrid fans, let me know. I'm not going to lie. I couldn't believe it went in. I know you guys were definitely like, no way. Ain't no way that went in. Bro, I feel like a proud father. Bro, I feel like I was levitating. I couldn't believe it. Bro, I don't even know what to say, bro. I was feeling things a human should not feel, bro. Legitimately. But, guys, let's talk about that first half, right? And by the way, Arbeloa, he went, well, like he rotated a lot, and you know what? It came back to bite him. But against Albacete, surely this is good enough, right? No Mbappe, no Jude. Vinicius is the only superstar, right? Fede's a main player, right? Guller's a main player, right? Lunin is good enough. We all know that. Hoyson, Asensio, but the rest, Fran Garcia. But I don't even think Real Madrid fans rate Fran Garcia, but the rest of them were youngsters, right? Gonzalo Garcia. By the way, Gonzalo Garcia with another goal. Listen, he might be the new kid on the block. I know it's a day of shame for Real Madrid. I know it's a day that all Barcelona fans were going to get all giddy and happy about. But if you had to say if there's any positives for Real Madrid, Gonzalo Garcia with another goal. You know, that kid, it makes sense why Xabi Alonso did like him, but I mean, Xabi Alonso ain't here, but he scores another goal, Mastantuono off a corner kick. But let's talk about that first half specifically, right? That first half was horrible, right? For 40 minutes, I believe, there was no goals, right? For 40 minutes, it was a boring game. And then it was off a corner kick that Albacete, they score, and it's Javi Villar with a header, and it's horrible marking. And throughout this game, it was horrible marking from both teams on corner kicks, right? Villar gets the first goal, and I feel like that was needed to kickstart this game because I'm telling y'all right now, the fog was there, right? The game was boring. Real Madrid were doing absolutely nothing against a low block. Legit, this game, like I was regretting watching it. But then Franco Mastantuono gets a goal also from a corner. I believe 4 of the 5 goals today were off corner kicks. And Mastantuono gets a rebound that Huijsen gets the initial header, right? And Albacete, right after scoring, how many times do you see in football a team scores, then they concede? Bro, like, I just don't know what it is, bro. In football, is it really that hard to remain focused? But listen, in that second half, I'm telling y'all right now, once again, yeah, the fog, it cleared up, but the game, it didn't get better. I'm going to be honest, till the very end, right? A lot of sideways, backwards. I don't know, guys. And let me know if you're a Real Madrid fan, right? I mean, what are you saying about Arbeloa? Because this game from Arbeloa, I don't know. I really don't think he's going to cut it. Like, performance-wise, I know y'all lost, and it wasn't even enough to cut it today. But performance-wise, against a team in La Liga, I mean, it's going to only get worse because today, you guys barely created chances against Albacete, right? Albacete, they get the second goal, right? I believe it's off another corner kick. And this one, Lunin should do better. We all agree, right? Lunin, this guy was having, like, just the other year, masterclass after masterclass in the UCL. Lunin is a good goalkeeper, but listen, he should have done better on that second goal that Albacete scored. Real Madrid once again reply, and I promise y'all, oh my word, I'm so happy that, listen, if I was doing a watch along, I crashed out, bro, when Gonzalo Garcia scored. Like in the moment, I was like, bro, all the things that I can't say now because Gonzalo Garcia has saved these men from humiliation, right? Gonzalo scores a header. I believe that was off a corner again. And I'm telling y'all, both of these teams, Albacete, you know what? Albacete, at least they are, like, they're in the Segunda, bro. They're 17th. They're not a good team. You know, they're legit, objectively not a good team, right? I understand they're at home and it's the Copa del Rey and, you know, the magic of the cup and all that, right? But Real Madrid, with the players that they have, should be dealing with them, right? But they couldn't. They couldn't even create chances. And listen, this game looked like it was going to go to extra time. And I'm going to be honest, in extra time, surely Real Madrid get the goal that they need. But no, this game, this was honestly, the game, 70%, 80%, I'll say, was not a good game. But at the very end, the twists and the turns, right? 82nd minute, a goal. 90 plus 1, a goal. 90 plus 4, legit, one of the last kicks of the game. Man like Betancourt, man, well, and he was subbed on, and what a goal it was. He was by himself. I think he shot it, right? And where's he at, bro? This guy, I'm telling y'all right now, bro, as a Barcelona fan, I like this guy more than Jules Koundé. I like this guy. I respect this guy more than Jules Koundé. Jules Koundé, by the way, got cooked by Vinicius Jr. twice this year. And Vinicius got locked up by a guy called Aguado. Brother, let's be honest, bro. Like, that sounds like a fruit. You know what I'm saying? But man like Betancourt, with the goal of, I don't know, I'm not going to say the season. That's a bit too much. But maybe the goal of the week. That goal was crazy. He got the rebound. He caressed it again. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, today, I was thinking, you know what, if Real Madrid just struggle, you know, I have something to talk about. But in Arbeloa's first game, he's eliminated from the Copa del Rey. And some Real Madrid fans have told me that Arbeloa is not a good coach, that he struggled a bit with Castilla. But, man, I'm looking forward to La Liga. I don't know who Real Madrid got off the top of my head. Let me know. But, man, this is crazy, chat. Like, I can't believe it. This guy, Bernabeu, the guy is named after Real Madrid Stadium, 18 years old. The left wing back, he balled out today. Defensively, offensively. Yo, man, guys, chat, what are we saying? Smash up the like, subscribe. Real Madrid are out of the Copa del Rey. Xabi Alonso is not the excuse, right? He's not here. You can't blame him now, right? Arbeloa is here. No Mbappé, no Bellingham. But there is problems for Real Madrid. Guys, smash the like, subscribe. I will see y'all soon. Peace. Visca Barca. Let's go.